welcome to Unfiltered with Adeola, a podcast where we have honest conversations with people making an impact in their industries and inspiring others through their journey. I'm your host, Adeola, and I am excited to have you here with me. Joining me today is the CEO and the founder of Crestmark Homes, and also is the co-founder of Reltra app. Mr. Pisma Kukereke. Mr. Pisma Kukereke, thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you join us in this podcast interview.
Thank you very much, Adeola.
Yeah. So, before we get into today's discussion, let's start with a quick rapid fire, just answer the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay. So,
Okay,
first, are you an early bird or a night owl?
I think I'm a night owl.
You're a night owl. Like you
Yeah,
function more at night, yeah?
yes.
Oh, okay, good. The second question, would you prefer land or luxury apartments? And tell us why.
Would I prefer land?
Yeah, or a luxury apartment.
Uh, okay, I think at this point, I would prefer land.
Land. Why? What reason?
Okay, so I think for one, a luxury apartment already has like you already know the total value of a luxury apartment when you have an
Yeah.
apartment already. But
Yeah.
when we are talking of land, we do not know the
Mm-hmm.
extent to which the value can get to. So
Mm-hmm.
with land, it's like the value is not limited yet until you
Yeah.
decide to put something on it. So I think I'll
Mm.
go for land.
Okay. Okay. So last question. Leadership or entrepreneurship?
Hmm. I think both function hand in hand.
Okay.
I think so. You cannot be an entrepreneur without being a leader.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. That's
they both function hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's get into the main thing. Who is Mr. Pisma Ukereke beyond being the CEO and the founder and also a co-founder of a app?
Okay.
Who exactly are you?
Okay. So I think most of my life has revolves around real estate actually. So there's no way I would introduce myself without still pointing to the fact that I'm a realtor, a real estate consultant, uh, a developer, an entrepreneur. Uh, I'm a golfer too. Yeah, I play golf once in a while. Once in a while,
Okay,
yes. And I like
once
to
in
do
a
a little
while.
bit of I like to do a little bit of sports here and there.
What kind of
Yeah,
sport?
soccer actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
play I play football in
You
my free time.
you oh, you look like the basketball type of person.
Well, I think I settled for football.
Okay. Okay. So, what inspired you to venture into real estate, and what has kept you passionate about real estate?
Uh, okay, so first, I think before real estate, I was actually involved in other things. Before real estate,
Hmm.
I was in the entertainment space at some point. I was in the print
Okay.
media at some point. Myself and some of my friends came together to start up some uh, magazine then when we were in school, and
Hmm.
so I kind of had to go through other industries before I got to real estate. And
Oh, okay.
I would say this, that real estate is, other industries are very beautiful. I've been in the print, I've been in entertainment, I've been in the tech space. I would say all of these are very beautiful, but one of the things, or one of the driving force, is uh being able to create something and being able to change our immediate
Some,
environment. And I noticed that one of the ways I can do that, be able to make a change in my immediate environment, is by involving myself in real estate. We buy land, we develop it. Before, as soon as you do that, you notice that the whole that tells on the environment. That also brings value to the
yeah.
environment and all of that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I would say real estate has helped me uh, to impact my immediate environment.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
we actually all know that every successful journey begins with a challenge. So in the real estate space and being the co-founder of a tech hub, what has been the biggest challenges that you have faced when building your app and also building Crestmark Homes, which is your own brand?
Okay. I would say the biggest challenge would be uh, the biggest. There are a lot of challenges, but I think the biggest would be getting access to funds, and
Okay.
also access to the right team.
Hmm.
Yes, because
Okay.
as we all know, it is when you are building something as big as Crestmark, and you also on the side you're trying to build an app with other people. We this
Okay.
is we will need uh, we will need capable hands to be able to do this. And now, being able to get these capable hands is one of the challenges we faced. And also,
Hmm.
uh, the real estate dream is very, very broad, very big. There are a lot of things. I would sit down and write a lot of things that we can do now, real estate wise, but
Mm-hmm.
having access
Yeah.
to the right funds that will bring this dream to life is one of the challenges that we've also
Hmm.
faced while building this.
Okay. So I just found out today that you are the co-founder of a tech app, right? So tell us about more about Weltra app or Weltra Tech.
Okay, Realtra is an operating system for the real estate industry as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so it helps automate a lot of processes and operations too. Uh,
Okay.
we decided to build an app that would help real estate developers or real estate companies. It would help
Mm-hmm.
real estate consultants too, because I noticed that most of what we have there are just majorly focused on the companies, but
Yeah.
the real people that go out to do the job, we do not have something that also helps them put all of their processes in one place and automates these processes
Mm.
for them.
Okay.
So
Wow.
my my friends and I decided to uh, do something for real estate consultants, as well as real estate
Mm.
developers, and also for investors too. Because when people ask me that, oh, is the app just for people involved in real estate? Yes, it is, but it's also involved for it's also for people that want to invest in real estate
Oh,
investors, real estate speculators, as people call them. If you
okay.
have an interest in real estate, I believe Realtra is an app for you.
Hmm. Hmm. So it is more like real estate and tech going hand in hand, if I'm
Exactly.
correct.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Now we all know that. So when you started your two brands, founder of Crestmark Homes and then the co-founder of your tech hub, what vision did you have and how did that vision evolve?
Okay, so for Crestmark Homes, yeah,
Yeah.
uh, I have been doing real estate for quite a number of years. I've been in the industry for about 8 years now, and
Okay.
uh, one of the one of the assignments I saw, one of the assignment I think I got when I
Yeah.
got into real estate was uh, we tend to solve problems. There are a lot of real estate
Mm-hmm.
problems in the country, housing deficits
Yeah.
and all of that. So coming into the industry, I came to solve some of these problems. I also
Hmm.
came to create wealth for people that believe in the power of real estate, making them wealthy. We're also here
Yeah.
to create wealth for them.
Hmm.
We're also here to build communities too.
Okay.
We want to be able to build uh, estates and communities all over the country. So
Hmm.
that is part of my assignment too. And
Hmm.
as for Realtra, we decided that okay, we want to also use technology to, excuse me, technology to make the industry more efficient, more transparent, and more accessible. So
Oh,
those are some of the assignments that we had, or some of the visions that we had when we started Crestmark, and when my people and I started Realtra.
well tried. Well,
Yeah.
good, good. So our topic today is the visionary builder transforming real estate through innovation, investment, and tech.
Yeah.
What does this theme mean to you?
Okay. So like I said before, real estate is no longer about just buying and selling of land. It's
I'm
gone way
telling
beyond
you.
that. Yes. So it's about solving problems, like I mentioned
Yeah.
earlier. It's about solving problems, creating generational wealth, not just wealth for yourself, but for your children,
Family.
your born, yeah, your family and your children to come. Uh, Real estate is also, apart from creating wealth, building communities too. So
Hmm.
these are some of the things that, excuse me, those are some of the things that I thought about when this topic came up. That if we are transforming real estate through innovation, first we have to understand why we are even in the real estate space in the first place. So it is not just about
Okay.
money to us; it is more than just the immediate profits that we get. It's about long-term
So,
value. It's about solving problems and helping people around us.
okay. So that means to get into real estate, you have to understand the depth of real estate before you
Yes,
get into it. Okay, good.
yes.
Real estate is often seen as simply buying and selling properties. How would you describe the industry to someone who knows nothing about it, like a novice in getting into real estate?
Okay. How I'll describe the industry to a total novice would be uh, people think real estate is just land, right?
Hmm.
They think real estate is just land, but I believe it is about people. Real estate is about people and not just about land. When you are able to genuinely solve people's housing problems, people's investment needs, and their community needs. I
Mm,
think that is how I would describe real estate to people. That when you are coming into it, make sure that you are not just looking out for yourself or looking out for whatever profits you want to come in and amass. You have to also look at, primarily, you have to look at solving people's problems, their housing problems. You have to also
mm,
look at,
okay.
uh, you also have to look at helping people with real estate investments.
Mm,
You also have to
okay.
look at it that
So,
apart from myself, how do other people that come into this industry, how are they able to make good investment or make returns on their investment?
yeah.
So yes, I think that's how I describe it to them. That just make sure that you're coming into the system not just to amass wealth, but to also solve problems for housing problems for people.
Oh, okay. So, what role does technology play in modern state real estates, and how can it actually improve the client's experience?
Uh, okay, so like I said, technology. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Uh, Technology would uh, help the industry become more efficient because we've gone past the stage of just carrying papers around and having to go about with more a lot of papers and all of that. So now technology is helping us make the whole industry more efficient. Now, while I'm sitting here, I can have other things going on without living here. And before
Mm,
now, this was not the case. We had people manually prepare receipts. We had people manually prepare deed of assignments. We had even lawyers manually put their stamp and seal on documents. But now we've evolved. We've seen lawyers now use digital stamps. We've evolved.
yeah.
We can now have receipts and invoices without having to leave the spots. We
Where
can now
you
have
are.
to organize inspection tours without having to leave where we are currently. Can
Mm,
we have things like what do you call it now? Uh 3D virtual inspection tours where a client wants to see a property, the client does not need to leave where they are. We just send them a link to uh, a live video where they can
yeah.
virtually see real live video, real life content of what you're trying to sell to them. So technology has helped us evolve. It has helped us grow, and yeah, that's what I'll say about what technology has done for us in this real estate
So,
space.
what are some of the biggest mistakes that people make before investing in properties? People make a lot of mistakes. They
Yes.
end up making deals with fraudsters, and so what are some of the mistakes that they make before investing
Okay.
in properties, and how can they avoid those mistakes?
Okay. So first, one of the major mistakes that people make is thinking that they know it all. Yeah, you
Mm,
can know a few things, but the truth is when you want to, it's like you when somebody is unwell and needs medical attention. If you do not contact your doctor, you'd you might end up going to buy a stomach pain drug for a common headache. It's the same way
yeah,
it happens in real estate. If you are not consulting the right people, if you're not consulting the right professionals, you might end up buying that bad land. And sometimes a land could have proper titles and all of that, but it would be a bad investment for you. So
Yeah.
trying to get the property, I believe that the first step anybody should take is trying to get professionals to help them uh, check out these properties. Make sure that a professional is guiding you step by step on how to acquire these properties, and not just assume that, oh, since I know what land is or I know where the land is, I think it's safe.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that's what I'll tell people, and that is one mistake I see that a lot of people make when buying properties.
So how can real estate and tech how can it contribute to the community development and also contribute to the economic growth of the country?
Okay, so given the number of years I've used in the industry, I have seen how real estate has helped people uh, grow from one point to another point, and even to the big names out there. Uh, I've seen where big names out there, bank CEOs and all of that, where they will come and tell you how at some point in their life, real estate was the one that helped them come out of a difficult situation or helped them
Yeah.
grow from one point to another. So real
Mm.
estate, when done the right way, would always appreciate. And the moment appreciation comes, it means more money. It means more financial growth for the individual or for the parties involved. So
Yeah.
doing real estate right would always contribute to positively, would always contribute to the economical growth of individuals around. And now merging technology and real estate would make it more efficient, will make it more transparent, and will make it a better investment for all. Now we are beginning to see where I think we are beginning to move from that point where people are beginning to buy real estate the old way. We are now involving technology. We can now go online to do search, property search. We have digital sales. I think I was speaking to somebody recently, and they said we are even getting to the point where they will start to tokenize real estate and all of that. So I think the merger of both real estate and technology would help us grow fast. Real estate will help us
Mm.
grow, but merging technology with it would make the growth
Would help us
faster.
grow faster. Okay.
Yes.
So, what in the next 5 to 10 years, what trends do you believe will shape the future of real estate and technology in Nigeria?
What trends?
Yeah. Do you
Okay.
believe would yeah
No, no, go on. I want to say something.
what trends would you believe would shape the future of real estate and technology in the nine not just Nigeria in the world?
Okay. The trend that would shape the industry would be, like I said, we are beginning to go from uh, buying real estate the normal way to
Mm,
buying. We now have a better way to buy properties, a better way to do
yeah.
research, better way to handle real estate transactions and all of that. And now people are beginning to uh, what's that word? Digitize the industry, where people are beginning to invest in real estate without even having to pay for a whole property or something. we've
Yeah.
had we've had people talk about fractional ownership. We've had people talk about tokenizing real estate. The way people have these coins that they do, that they buy and sell on the crypto space. We're beginning to have an introduction of that too, but
Mm,
on
mm,
real estate, what do they call it now? Real estate commodities. So people are beginning to think of ways to tokenize real estate. People are beginning to think of ways to make transaction uh, faster and more efficient. So
mm.
I think going by that trend, I think in the next 5 years, the shift will be different from what it is now.
Yeah, than what it was before.
Yeah, than what it was yeah before.
Yeah. So, as a business leader, what leadership principle do you believe have guided your journey all through these years?
Hmm. I would say being a customer centered individual or customer centered business is more important than the immediate profit. I have I have been able to, by the grace of God, I've been able to keep relationships over the years that in the first one or two transactions, I was not even concerned about whatever profit I want to make from that. But now, over the years, when clients are able to get satisfaction from whatever you've pitched to them in the first place, they are now more comfortable with you, and then you can do other transactions with them. So I think first,
Mm,
being a customer centered person
person.
would always help you as a real estate person or you in the industry. Look out for your customers first before you think of the commission. Look out
Oh,
for
okay.
look out for what your customer wants and look out for the interests of your customer first.
Mm,
There are certain clients that I've met in the past, and by the time we sit down to have conversations, I just know that whatever product I'm trying to pitch to them is not the right one for them at the time. It doesn't mean it's not the right product, but for whatever investment journey they want to embark on, that product might not be what they need at that time. I'm going to look beyond
that's
the
true.
commission at the time. Look at first keeping that relationship. Secondly, making sure
Mm,
that the client's interest or the customer's interest is what I put first before we can now talk of, oh, you made commissions from it and all of that. So I have to always look out for my customers first before I think of whatever comes out from that. So I
from
think
that.
that's what has helped me in the industry so far. Looking out
So
for my
that means
customers
you,
first. Looking
okay.
out
So
for my
that means
customers
you,
first. And oh, sorry. Go on.
yeah, nice. Continue. Continue.
Okay, looking out for my customers first and making sure that your integrity stands. So when you tell your clients A, let them see that A is A. You cannot tell your
Mm,
clients that's A and then you come up and say, oh, there's B and there's
it's
C
B
and there's
now.
D after. Yeah. So yeah,
Mm,
looking out for your client one and making sure that your integrity, you do not play with it or you do not soil it for any reason.
no, okay. Okay. So, what is the biggest lesson that entrepreneurship has taught you?
Mm, biggest lesson. That would be uh first, I think entrepreneurship has helped me grow. I have I have I have I've had the mind shift from always expecting to now,
Mm,
or now I am now beginning to think of growing. So
okay.
I think biggest lesson would be entrepreneurship has helped me grow. It has helped me shift my mind from where it was before. I'm in a different headspace now.
Mm,
I I am always thinking about growth now. My time now is of more importance to me than any other thing. Before I would while away time, do a lot of hangouts. It's not I'm not saying that hangouts and all of that is a bad thing to do, but how it has helped me, I've been able to manage my time well and I've been able to grow. So
mm.
I think those are the two lessons that I've learned from entrepreneurship.
Okay. So before we wrap this interview up, I have just two final questions to ask you. Um,
Okay.
what is one unfiltered truth about success, leadership, or building wealth? And what why do you think everyone should hear it? Like, what is that truth about success that everyone should hear?
Hmm. One truth about success that everybody should hear.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so I think one thing somebody would always tell me is a moving man would always find his luck. So
Hmm.
I think before you start relying on luck, the first thing you do is be prepared, make sure that you're ready for the journey. A lot of people just sit and expect that, oh, I'll be lucky with this and this and this. Yes, it happens, but if you find out most of those people that got lucky, were not in one place. They were moving, they were growing at some point, or they were learning at some point. So I think growing or learning would help your whole journey into success. Make sure that you're always learning at some point. Make sure you're always looking out to grow at some point.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So, final question. What
Okay.
advice would you give? What advice would you give a first-time investor, someone investing for the first time?
Hmm. Okay. So first, if you are a first time investor, do not jump into that investment without consulting uh, the proper bodies.
Hmm.
I've seen a lot of real estate scams. I've seen a lot of investments that went bad, and I have seen a lot of investors that jumped into investments that went bad for them. And one common mistake that most of them made is, like I mentioned before, they just felt, oh, this person is my person. Let me jump and do this investment. They do not consult the professionals. They do not do their due diligence before you jump into the investment. So one
Hmm.
advice I would always say is before you put your $1 or your $1 into that investment, please and please and please consult the right the right
People.
professionals. Consult, make sure that the first person you are consulting is a real estate consultant or a real estate professional. You are consulting a
Yeah.
lawyer and you have a surveyor that can help you check if the land or the property they're trying to sell to you, uh, things like size, the exact coordinates and all of that. Make sure you have these three people in your
Hmm.
corner. And if you do not have these three people in your corner, you can speak to real estate consultants that always have access to these other people.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you so much, Mr. Bismarck, for joining us
Thank
today.
you, Adeola.
Your insights into real estate and technology has actually been really, really inspiring. So thank you so very much for your journey and vision, and thank you for sharing your vision with us. I wish you the very,
You're
very
very
best of
welcome.
luck. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
All right.
So, to everyone listening, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Unfiltered with Adiola. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone. Until next time, keep growing, keep building, and keep creating. I am Adeola, and this has been Unfiltered with Adeola. See you in the next episode. Bye.